Okay, this video is on campaign finance. There was a recent ruling change in Essence rules that says that now 501c4 organizations no longer need to disclose their donors, which means, in essence, dark money organizations are going to get even darker in terms of harder to trace the money. Yes, there is still a system that's a database where, in theory, these receipts can be looked up further, but that's to put it mildly, imperfect system at best. It's delayed in terms of its upkeep. The database is not really all that user-friendly. It has an extremely limited number of personnel that are even inputting data. So it's really not a substitute. So it's an added problem. And to be clear, I am, and this is hard because I get the fact that there are at least a sizable number of decent candidates out there that, in other regards, that are indeed taking, or at least are considering taking, PAC money, which is to say Political Action Committee money. But I'm sorry, I can't accept a candidate and, put in my ballot, such as the election integrity is really non-existent, in for someone who accepts PAC money. That means that even for the under 10 people that I've found that so far have not taken PAC money, are the great candidates overall. I mean, again, not to say any of them are completely perfect, but a couple of them are darn close. So and as I think people who view this channel know, I have a lot of issues, so it's hard to find a candidate for me, because in addition to having about 18 different policy positions in terms, I also actually care how they're implemented. I'm not one to accept the nonsense that the eugenics-based Medicare expanded to Medicare for all is a good quality single-payer system. I just won't accept it. I'm against Medicare for all, and I'm in favor of single payer. I don't care how many political action groups or organizations try and swindle around the terms. I know what the systems are, and it's that simple. Yeah, it's a flat out fact. Money in politics, getting the big money out of politics, is something I really am sincere about. It's something I really care a lot about, and that's why you need to stay clean. And for people who say, "Oh, I need advertising," you need to have a good platform, and you need to stick with your claimed values. Hold up a good platform, a really good platform in front of me, and actually show that you will follow through on it. Not only especially in terms of the folks that are near me, will I put in my ballot for you, I'll put in my volunteer hours and efforts, on the multiple social media outlets that I'm on, and I'll help campaign for you. And I won't ask for your money. I'll just do it. It's flat out that simple. But again, you need to actually show you have a spine. You need to actually show that you're consistent about those issues. So this is a new rule. In essence, they've been dodging this in other ways with limited liability companies and other methods for years, if not decades. But this furtherly codifies it and, cements it in. Wish I had better news for you folks, but unfortunately, campaign and finance is getting worse at this point, not better. Shalom. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who don't get it, not accepting corporate PAC money, the only definition that is indeed real and concrete is that, in terms of the PAC money, that the address, okay, and must be an actual company address on the receipt of who is giving the money, which means if the Koch brothers give their personal address, which is to say the owners of Walmart give their personal address in the FEC forms and have all their folks, form, a political action committee, that means that they're not considered a corporate PAC. And yes, it really is that ridiculous in terms of what the definition really is. And that's why that no corporate PAC money is a comedy routine at best. Shalom. I'm going to record another video on another topic soon.